to talk about. A slimmer PS5 will arrive in September 2023, according to reports from the Insider Gaming on Monday. The new console is rumored to come out without a built-in disk drive. Instead, it will have a detachable disk drive that connects via USB-C in order to keep the aesthetics skinny. Internally, the console will otherwise have the same hardware. The detachable drive will also be available for purchase separately in case the original gets damaged. According to Insider Gaming, the anonymous source, the current PS5 is available with or without a disk drive, so gamers who bought the cheaper digital edition could add a functionality with the USB-C drive. I brought you in here for one of these reasons. What is your thoughts on this slim PS5, if it's confirmed, if it's true?
My thought is Sony is trying to find a way to milk its cow even more. Like, when they first announced the PS5, nobody was crazy about it because they saw how thick old girl was going to be, and they was like, she's a piece. She's a piece. And we as Sony fans was like, you know what? She is thick, but we love her. Like,
we're going to put her somewhere. We'll put her somewhere.
We're going to put her somewhere. Like, she's still going to be a centerpiece of our living room. You know, we ain't going to abandon her and just throw her in the back. Like, we're going to keep her out here, but she big, but we love her. And now they talking about, now she going on a diet, and we going to have a separate component, and now we can add her to any PS5. Nah, man. I like my OG girl. I like old Betsy. You know, I don't need my girl to lose weight. If anything, I need her to have a better Wi-Fi capability. You know, sometimes it be dropping and some other things. I don't care about that she's big. Y'all already made a big point when it first launched that y'all wanted this gaudy system to be the focal point of everyone's living room. Now you're trying to walk it back and be like, well, we want to be a little bit thin like Xbox. No, don't be like Xbox. Be big and beautiful like you wanted to be. Keep it that way.
Thanks, Lizzo. No, I feel like that it's kind of, if this is true, I think it's unfortunate because when we get new editions of a console, we expect it to be better than what it was, right? In some shape or form. Yes, there is some stuff to be taking away from it in a certain way. Like, I like the slim PS3 compared to the original PS3. I mean, yes, it took some things out, which ahead of time, you know, PS2 capability. I mean, you couldn't play this on the thing. Like, that's fine, I can take the loss, but you're not taking away anything else other major than that, right? Here, it feels like there's a lot of work you're taking away, and I gotta pay to get it the way I want it to be. And I'm not a fan of like that. I'm like, at the same, I just don't like that. I think that's a terrible idea.
Well, and how much is the disc drive going to cost? Are we going to lose? Now, it's going to be USB-C, so I imagine we're not going to lose too much on the disc read and write speed as far as like the performance of it reading the Blu-ray disc, but is there going to be some small performance being now this external component versus it being like embedded and connected right onto the main board? Whatnot, like, I mean, there's gonna be a little bit of latency loss, like not a lot, but there will be a little bit. Like, we're gonna have the guys at Digital Foundry start running speed tests on read and write speed.
What about the memory? Like, how is it gonna be a terabyte? Like, what is this? How much will this thing hold? It has to at least do a terabyte based on these size of games.
And now I gotta have another spot on my fireplace or my mantle or wherever I keep my thing. Now I gotta have a spot for old big girl still. Now she's slimmer, but now I gotta have a spot for her caboose, which is this external, you know, drive reader somewhere. And it's like, how long is the cord going to be for that? Is it going to be long enough to where I can put it anywhere I want? Or is it going to be really short? She's got to be like right next to old girl. And then, like I said, that latency, the longer the cord, maybe that affects the speed, read, write. I mean, there's all sorts of things. Like, I don't like it. I think they should keep the design they have. If anything, if they want to make it smaller, do what Xbox used to do back in the day with like the 360, have an external power supply, put the brick on the outside, and then just shrink everything else, and then that'll make it thin. That way you don't have to worry about the power supply being embedded and all that stuff. Putting the disk drive as like this external, I don't like it at all. And
no, I don't like it either. I think that's, now you're talking about backwards. That feels backwards.
Yeah, that feels backwards.
Yeah, that just doesn't fly with me. And I feel like that this is where we're getting at with the like really greed kind of way, right? Like everything is now a step to get what you want. And I thought we were way past that. At least like Xbox and Nintendo are not there yet to that. And I think Xbox people could probably argue that with the Xbox Series maybe in some shape or form. But yeah, I don't know how I feel for that. I hope that this spreads where if it is true, they'll backstep before announcing it and just like, okay, let's start over and go this way with it.
But is it really gonna be that much cheaper? The slim version, like I feel like the slim version is still gonna be like $500, and you're still gonna have to pay like another $50 to $100 for the drive if you want it later.
If that's the case, then it needs to go lower. So it'd be $400 probably, and then the add-ons would be like maybe $150.
They ain't selling no PS5 for $400. Not. I know we're not.
No, we're talking about Slim though. You're talking about the Slim. You don't think it'll go lower than $500?
No, it's gonna be $500.
Okay.
You got to remember what is coming out next February.
We don't know.
Well, maybe the VR. VR is how much? $499, right?
No, it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming. Well, it's coming out. It's coming out February. Yeah. It's coming out February.
So the VR is $400. They are not selling the VR for the same price as the
Shoot,
Slim
do we even know if this will be compatible? Will this even work with the Slim? We don't even know that.
She a little bit thinner. Maybe she got more ports.
I hope so. I hope you're right. I hope it better make up for it.
she a little thin. She got more room, to connect things.
Mm-hmm. Because just because it's slim doesn't mean it's going to have everything, right? It's not. So I don't know. I hope you're right. If that's the case, yeah, then the price will make sense for that. But I'm thinking like, what makes the price sound good, but it's not?
The slim will be $500, maybe $475. I'm thinking it's gonna be $500, and then the external drive is gonna be $50 to $100 to add on.
Okay, I'm gonna challenge that. I think it's gonna be $400, and I think all the equipment there is going to be costing a lot more to add up to that price that you would get a normal PS5. We're gonna do this bet right now.
Inflation. Yeah, we can do this bet. We're gonna rewind it back.
Okay, all right. And just for the bet, how about this? If you are correct, I will buy you a cheap PS5 game that you do not have.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a lot right now.
Yeah. So, I didn't say when I get it for you, but but if it's on a good sale and you want this, I'm like, hey, you want this? I'll get it for you.
Lego Star Wars.
And then, and for your exchange for that, if there is a decent price for a Nintendo game, you can you can get me that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. And don't worry, you got plenty of time because they're not going down in price anytime soon. So,
and Nintendo, Nintendo ain't never do no sale anyway. But you know what? I'll honor the bet. I don't care.
Okay, all right, and that's our bet. All right.